Hallo, zusammen. So today we are at Externsteine. Externsteine is a sandstone rock formation in the Lippe district of Nordrhein-Westfalen in the Deutsche Forest. So I'm very excited to take you guys around today. This is my first time here. It already looks really awesome. We have to go buy our tickets and then we'll walk around. I will try my best to give you some history. All of the information in this video today mostly comes from Wikipedia. And later on, after this, we are going to Hermannsdenkmal. So, los geht's! So right in front of the stones is where you buy your tickets, and as you can see, people are all the way up there. There are steps all around the stones that you can walk around and explore. It's really cool. So here is where you buy your tickets. Right at this little spot. All right, our tickets have been purchased. So we are very ready to explore. I'm so excited. This is the Externsteine relief. This is a medieval depiction of the descent from the cross. This shows when Christ was taken down from the cross after his crucifixion. A lot of steps again. All right, you have to be very careful when you're coming up these steps. Sorry guys, it's super windy today, but look at this view. This is awesome. It's all kinds of trails through the forest as well, which is really cool. Y'all, I'm always saying how I need exercise. Mama! Alright, we finally made it to the top. That wasn't too bad. Look at that. That is cool. Wow. I can see people on the other side over there as well. That's neat. So the stones here were used as a hermitage site in the Middle Ages. A hermitage is a place where religious men lived on their own to stay away from temptations. By at least the high medieval period, it was the site of a Christian chapel. Excuse my heavy breathing, but we get to pass over a bridge right here. That's kind of cool. And look at that. Whew, this side of the stones really got me with the steps. The steps I think were a little bit wider over here, right? Yeah. Or a little bit higher, like you have to take a little bit of a bigger step to get up. Whew! Alright, we're going over the bridge. Wow. This is cool. Alright, so we made it to the top. I'm not too sure what this is. I did a lot of research, but maybe if I figure out the information here, I can put something on the screen for you. Wow. Some great views up here, let me tell you. This is awesome. Externsteine most likely got its name from the geology. So in Middle Low German, Ege was used for long, rocky ridges. Middle Low German was developed from the Old Saxon language in the Middle Ages and has been documented in writing since about 2025 to 2034. Excuse me, 1225 to 1234. So the Grottenfells here at Externsteine contain 3 human-made chambers. I believe behind my husband is one of the main chambers. and that is the biggest chamber. So that would be near the Externsteine relief. And then there are two other chambers. And just so you know, a grotto is a small cave. It's usually picturesque, usually human-made, and is usually located in a park or something like that. So in the main chamber, there is an inscription dating back to 1115 indicating an altar was consecrated here. So that's pretty cool. The third chamber is very narrow. That's called Kuppelgrotte. And then next to the outside entrance is an alcove with a figure holding a sash in the left hand and a key in the right hand, which is interpreted to be St. Peter. So maybe we can go find where he is, and I can show you guys what that looks like. So yeah, let's go take a look. All right, so this is what we believe to be the entrance to the main chamber. Outside of this chamber, on the right-hand side, is the Externsteine relief, what I showed you earlier in the video. And we can go ahead and walk down there if we want to see the inside of what this chamber looks like. So come on. All right, here again is the Externsteine relief, or in German, the Kreuzaufnahme relief.
Relief.
Huh?
Relief.
Oh, relief, I'm sorry. Yeah, so if you want to walk up here, we can try to take a look inside the main chamber. I hope this is the main chamber. I just assume that it is because it's the biggest one. I want to look in here too. Ooh, it's all creepy. Oh yeah, so here, in the middle here where this hole is, well, that's not an inscription, but somewhere there should be an inscription dating back to 1115, so where an altar was. What's cool about this rock formation is that it's located in an area that is mostly devoid of rocks. So, no rocks anywhere, and then there's this thing, which is pretty cool. So the formation stretches for several hundred meters, and the formation is made of erosion-resistant sandstone. So this is probably going to be here forever. The sandstone here actually dates back to the Cretaceous period, or Cretaceous era. The Cretaceous era is often abbreviated to K, or the German translation Kreide. So I'm sorry I couldn't find this figure of St. Peter. To be honest, I was a little bit confused about which was the main chamber for the Grottenfels. I don't know which chamber was which. I can only assume that where the Externsteine relief is where the main chamber is. But I don't know. There's another grotto that's kind of on the outside of the rock formation, and you can't access that at all, not even if you climb. My husband tried to climb up there and see if we could get closer, but there is no way. So I don't know, I'm sorry about that, guys. I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, it's really cool. So this rock formation was actually first documented in 1129. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And yeah, I think that some archaeologists, archaeological excavations have found stone tools dating back from the Upper Paleolithic era, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just really interesting. We are in Detmold now to get something to eat because that's close by to Externsteine and the Hermannsdenkmal. And it is so cute around here. Look at this place. I'll try to show you where we eat. We're going to a brow house. So I'm really excited, yay. All right, so we really enjoyed our lunch. We went to Stratus Brauhaus, which was really good. I had the Bratkartoffeln with Spiegeleiern, so like a fried egg, and my husband had the, what was that? Christian Schnitzel. That was really good. So Now we're headed over to the Hermannsdenkmal. I'm really excited. This is one of my favorite places, not only because of the history, but also because this is where my husband proposed to me. So we're gonna talk about the history because the history is really cool, but I will also show you where 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago. 3 years ago, my husband proposed to me. So let's go, guys. All right, before we head the rest of the way to the monument, they have a little store here. They are open until 18 uur, or what is 18? 6 p.m. So, I don't know if we're gonna get anything, but maybe we will. I'll let you guys know. Okay guys, we're thinking about purchasing this just because this place is so special to us. I'll let you know if we do. All right, here we are. So the last time we were here was 3 years ago in April of 2021. And so of course that was kind of still during the pandemic, and we didn't have to, or the monument itself was not open on the inside of the monument. So if you want to do that, you have to buy tickets at the store. So I'm glad we stopped in there. But yeah, so we're walking up now. All right, so this is where you enter. You just stick your ticket in, it spits it back out, and then it allows you to come through. Yay, more steps. Oh, this is cool. I didn't even know you could come inside of this thing. All right, we are about to step out and I am out of breath. It's very windy, but look at these views. We are a high way up. I will try not to drop my camera. There's Hermann, oder Arminius. Paderborn is this way. That down there is in front of the monument. Wow. Hello. So it looks like Detmold, where we just had lunch, is right over there, if you guys can see. That is really awesome. All right, so now we are down in front of the monument, and I hope my camera can pick up just how massive this is.
Don't film under his skirt.
Okay. So the Hermannsdenkmal is also located in the Lippe district in Nordrhein-Westfalen. It is southwest of the city of Detmold. That's where we just were for lunch, which was really good, by the way. We are also still in the Teutoburger Wald. So, pretty cool. A lot of history here. The actual Denkmal, or monument, was built on a circular rampart. So ramparts were usually used maybe for military protection. Sometimes they were a religious area for people to worship and things like that. So that's pretty cool. The monument was constructed between 1838 and 1875 to commemorate the, sorry for my pronunciation, the Cherusci War. War Chief Arminius, who is this guy right here, also known as Hermann in German, and his victory over Rome at the Battle of Teutoburg Forest in 9 AD. So yes, here in Germany, we have ancient Roman history, which is so cool to me. So it was originally believed that the statue was built near the site of the battle, but experts today think that maybe the battle took place 100 kilometers northwest near Kalkriese, but that's not really confirmed, so that's interesting. And yeah, as we walk around, I want to give you more information about Hermann or Arminius. In 9 AD, Roman-educated Arminius, or here Hermann, a member of the Cherusci people, turned against his former Roman allies and led an alliance of Germanic tribes to defeat 3 legions under Publius Quinctilius Varus. The legions were completely destroyed, and around 20,000 remaining Roman troops, including Varus, were left to suffer in the forest. Varus eventually took his own life. So to the Roman Emperor Augustus, this was absolutely catastrophic. It is often referred to as the Varian disaster. This event was vital to Middle European history as it may have been instrumental in limiting Roman advancement into Germania. So another great thing about this area is that they have walking trails all around. So if you want to get away from all the people for a moment, you've seen enough of the monument, go take a stroll, a little Spaziergang through the woods. Durch den Wald. Oh yeah.
Okay, here's just a little close-up of the statue. I try to not shake too much. I think it's pretty awesome.
So a little more history here. Adolf Hitler, I don't like to talk about him, but here we are. He visited the monument in 1926, and after 1930, the Lippe Nazi Party used the location for a number of assemblies. Right. But the monument was featured in some Nazi propaganda material, and some celebrations there glamorized Hitler as the successor of Arminius. So, yeah, I was reading online, some nationalist groups kind of use the story of Arminius as kind of a nationalization of Germany, if you want to say it that way. But post-1945, attempts were made to depoliticize the monument. Future anniversary celebrations for the monument served mostly to promote the monument as a tourist attraction, and that is how it is used today. So now I want to go show you where my husband and I got engaged. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, my husband is German and I am American.
My name is not Hermann.
No, his name is not Hermann. Over here they have one of these little obstacle courses, which I am not going to do today. Maybe in the future. I don't know, maybe it's more for kids.
No, it's for everybody. It's a Kletterpark.
Oh, it's for everyone, but maybe next time. Here is the builder of the monument. His name was Ernst v. Handel. Huh?
Ernst von Bandel.
Oh, sorry. Ernst von Handel or Bandel?
Bandel.
Bandel. Yeah, best YouTuber ever. So I noticed this plaque over here dedicated to Wilhelm I. And then I read here that the Hermann Monument was ceremonially inaugurated in the presence of the German Emperor, Wilhelm I, on August 16, 1875. And they had celebrations here. And that is, I think, pretty interesting. And there were children here screaming earlier, so I had to do that twice. Alright, so down here further in front of the Hermannsdenkmal, my husband and I were walking all around. I think we walked around like the whole area, all through the woods. It was warm that day. I was sweating as usual, which is always great. And we finally got over here to sit down where this Otto von Bismarck monument is. And my future husband at the time got down on one knee and proposed to me on one of those benches over there. And I said yes. And I tell y'all what, that was an interesting story because we hadn't lived together yet when we got engaged. We actually met in person on January 8th, 2021 in Mexico City at a hotel.
Which is a totally different story.
Which is another story. I will link that video down below actually. I explain how my husband and I met and the whole story, but yeah, and then my first time ever coming to Germany was April of 2021, and I guess he knew he liked me a lot because he proposed to me then, and I said yes. So it was right here in front of this Otto von Bismarck monument.
And the Hermannsdenkmal in the background.
With the Hermannsdenkmal in the background, that's right. It's probably hard to see on the video right now, but Yep. My husband is a very huge fan of Otto von Bismarck. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kind of a fan.
Are you a fan? Okay.
I'm a fan of his social laws in Germany. He invented the health insurance and unemployment insurance. Yeah. And this monument was built for him for his 80th birthday.
80th.
80th birthday.
Good job, honey. Yeah, cool. So I was sitting right here on the bench. My husband was right there. You can wave at the camera. And yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was pretty fast. So we were engaged before we even lived together. And I moved officially to Germany in July of 2022. Moved in with you.
We didn't really have a choice because the pandemic was ongoing, and we were happy to be able to see each other at all, and there was just no way of trying to live together or anything like that. And
yeah, it was like incredibly complicated, and we had to go through a lot of hurdles to make everything work. But we were talking like through Skype and things like that every day, every single day for a year before we even met in person. And we asked all of the questions, right? All the questions you want to ask before you even think about, you know, getting into a relationship, much less getting married. So anyways, now here we are. Like I said, I moved to Germany in July of 2022, and then we got married in September of 2022. And now it is 2024. It's been 3 years since we got engaged, and I think our relationship it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's really strong, so yeah. And I love Germany. It's been a challenge to be away from my home, so far away from my family, but every day it's getting better. The more that I try to learn the language, the more that I try to... Anyways, now this is becoming a speech. Sorry guys, but I don't know. Get a little emotional being here, so can't help it. Alright, so we are finally on our way back home. That was a fun day. That was an all-day thing, going to Externsteine and then to Hermannsdenkmal. To be fair, it's kind of a long drive for us to get to these places, but yeah, I had a good time. I really hope that you all enjoyed the video. I'm sorry, I swear I did my research on both places, but I can't for the life of me remember anything that I write down. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's just the way it is. But if you watch this video, I really, really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye! Tschüss!